Welcome to Secrets of the Past. Leonardo da Vinci was an Italian painter, architect, inventor, and science student. His inherent genius spanned so many fields that he became synonymous with the term Renaissance man. Today he is best renowned for his art, which includes the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper, two of the most famous and admired paintings in the world. He created dozens of secret journals with inventions, observations, and thoughts about subjects ranging from aeronautics to anatomy. However, the rest of the world was only beginning to exchange knowledge through movable type books, and the thoughts he described in his notebooks were frequently difficult to understand. As a result, while he was praised as a great artist at the time, his contemporaries often underestimated his genius, the combination of intellect and imagination that enabled him to create, at least on paper, inventions like the bicycle, the helicopter, and an airplane based on the physiology and flying ability of bats. Da Vinci was born in Anciano, Tuscany, not far from the town of Vinci, which gave him his surname. He was famous as an artist, inventor, and thinker in his own day, and was simply known as Leonardo or El Florentine because he resided near Florence. His parents were not married, and his mother, Caterina, a peasant, married another man and started a new family while Da Vinci was still a child. When he was about 5 years old, he began living on the estate in Vinci that belonged to his father, Ser Piero, who was an attorney and notary. Da Vinci's uncle, who grew to share in Da Vinci's passion for nature, also assisted in his upbringing. Da Vinci received no formal education beyond basic reading, writing and math, but his father recognised his creative aptitude and apprenticed him to Andrea del Verrocchio, a well-known sculptor and painter in Florence, when he was around 15 years old. Da Vinci spent almost a decade refining his painting and sculpting techniques, as well as studying mechanical arts. The Painters Guild of Florence offered Da Vinci admission when he was 20 in 1472, but he stayed with Verrocchio until 1478, when he became an independent master. Around 1482 he began work on the Adoration of the Magi, a commissioned work for the Florence's San Donato monastery. However, Da Vinci never finished the piece because he moved to Milan shortly afterward to work for the ruling Sforza family as an engineer, painter, architect, designer of royal festivals, and most famously, sculptor. To honour dynasty founder Francesco Sforza, the family commissioned Da Vinci to construct a spectacular 16-foot tall equestrian monument. Da Vinci worked on the project intermittently for 12 years before completing a clay model in 1493. The metal earmarked for the sculpture was repurposed into guns due to impending war, and the clay model was destroyed in the conflict after the ruling Sforza Duke fell from power in 1499. Although few of Da Vinci's paintings and sculptures have survived, in part due to his limited output, two of his extant works are amongst the most well-known and admired paintings in the world. The first is Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper, which he painted in Milan between 1485 and 1488. Commissioned for the city's monastery of Santa Maria del Grazie, The Last Supper, sometimes known as the Centacle, is the artist's lone surviving fresco and is roughly 15 by 29 feet. It represents Jesus' discourse to the apostles at the Passover feast, during which he declares, "One of you must betray me." Each apostle's different emotive expression and body language is one of the painting's standout elements. Its composition, in which Jesus is focused amid the apostles while being separated from men, has impacted generations of painters. When the Sforza family abandoned Milan when the French attacked in 1489, Da Vinci fled to Florence. He created a series of portraits there, including La Gioconda, a 21 by 31 inch painting that is now known as Mona Lisa. The woman pictured, painted between 1503 and 1506, has been the topic of speculation for ages, notably because of her strange, faint smile. The image is now housed at the Louvre Museum, Paris, France, where it attracts millions of visitors each year as the only Da Vinci portrait from this period that has survived. Da Vinci's interests were far broader than just fine art. He studied nature, mechanics, anatomy, physics, architecture, weaponry, and more, often producing precise functional drawings for inventions like the bicycle, helicopter, submarine, and military tank that would not be realised for generations. Da Vinci failed to complete a considerable number of his paintings and projects due to his wide range of interests. He spent a lot of time in nature, putting scientific laws to the test, dissecting human and animal bodies, and pondering and writing about his findings. In the early 1490s, Da Vinci began filling notebooks related to 4 broad themes: painting, architecture, mechanics, and human anatomy, resulting in thousands of pages of neatly drawn illustrations and densely penned commentary, some of which was indecipherable to others thanks to the left-handed mirror script that he used. However, as the notebooks weren't published at the time, they had little influence on scientific advancement in the Renaissance period. In 1516, when French ruler Francis I generously offered him the title of Premier Painter, Engineer and Architect to the King, Da Vinci left Italy for good. Moving to the Chateau of Clos near Amboise, France, Da Vinci remained there until his death in 1519 at the age of 67. He was buried in the nearby church of St. Florentin. The church was nearly destroyed during the French Revolution, and its ruins were completely demolished in the early 1800s, making it impossible to locate Da Vinci's gravesite. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you have some comments for us, please leave them below, and make sure to hit that like button, subscribe and check out our other videos. Thanks for watching.